Eddie sat me down. We had a good relationship at this point. And he was like, mate, you played shit in the final.
Right, and talking about bigger pictures, obviously now you've played for Saracens, you've played for England, obviously you had your debut against Argentina, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us, like, you've had some times in and out of the squad, you've had to work to get back into it. Tell me about that journey for you.
Yeah, I think that it's been like up and down, and I always take all the stuff that happens, like coming in, coming out, like especially when I was younger, as like tokens to try and, you know, fuel the fire a bit more. I think in the last maybe 3 years, so in 2022 so Eddie was obviously the coach back then, so I played in 2017, was involved in 2018, didn't go to the 2019 World Cup, and then didn't play in 2022. I was hungry to play for. I've always been hungry to play for England. Like, that's been my goal each and every year. But then obviously in Saris we got relegated, the salary cap stuff. So again, I was hungry to play for England. I couldn't do it if I was playing in the Championship because I wasn't established enough.
Yeah.
Went on loan to Northampton. I did well there. We didn't win loads, but still tried to do my thing. And play as well as I could.
You played very well. I remember that.
I remember that time as well, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you played really well at Northampton. I know Benel played well at Bristol. Max played well at Bristol as well. I remember all the boys. I was like, that was fair play to you, lads.
We had to, I think, because obviously I was thinking at that time I was like 21 maybe. And I was like, I just need to get back in. I need to change this guy's opinion. Because I was relatively happy-go-lucky when I was first in England. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah,
this is great. But then you don't really understand how difficult it actually is to play in test matches and be involved in test matches. And I was probably a bit naive. But then I was desperate to get back in. Played in 2021 for Northampton. I tore my pec off the bone at the end of the season. So like, I wanted to be involved in the USA and Canada camp. But then I didn't get that, and then I came back into Saris at the end of 2021, played in the 2022 season. I was doing as well as I possibly could, stayed injury free, and then I started in the first game of that Six Nations in 2022 with Eddie, and I'd been in the dark zone, Eddie not getting picked. And then I came back in and I was like, okay, right, my attitude and everything that I do needs to just be completely revamped. And I just need to understand that test match rugby is different to playing okay in the Premiership. It's not the same thing. So I need to get to that level. And then I trained as hard as I could, spoke to Eddie, what do I need to do? What do you need to see? And then in that 2-week period, he was like, okay, well, everything that I've said to do, thereabouts done.
Yeah.
And then he gave me the start against Scotland. And then I started again. I got dropped to the bench for the Wales game and then started the last game against France where they won the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a bit of a roller coaster. And then 2022, like the rest of the season, I played okay. I'd given everything I could to that Six Nations. Like I was just wired. That's when we lost the final to Leicester.
Yeah.
Didn't play very well in that game. Like it was a bit of an annoying game because it was probably one of the most boring games to watch as a spectator.
Yeah.
To play in it was quite boring. But yeah, I didn't play well enough. I'll be honest, and I was honest then. And but I managed to go on tour in 2022. And then Eddie sat me down. We had a good relationship at this point. And he was like, mate, you played shit in the final, but I trust you. Yeah, no, that's what he said.
Oh.
But he's like, you're here because I trust you, because of the body of work I put in the Six Nations.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm still going to pick you for the tour. And I said, thank you, I understand. I know that I played very badly. I'll be the first one to admit that if I have a bad game or whatever. And then went on tour, really in Australia. I played in the last test. We won the test series, which was great. But then I came back. Basically 2 weeks later, I was told that I'd have to have heart surgery, open heart surgery, which is crazy. So like, I basically went from playing a test match in 2022 to being told 2 weeks later I can't exercise or can't do a deadlift. My heart's problem is an issue.
I'm a different type of rock star. I got class and I got Henny overflowing up my shot glass. And yeah, I know I'm not a keeper, but can you be my mama seater by the time I'm done?